kindly light the ceremonial lamp to embark the pious beginning of the event with the grace of the Almighty. Please, sir. To honor the presence of our esteemed dignitaries, I request the volunteers to present the flower bouquet as a token of love and respect from KIIT and KISS. World Leadership Academy focuses on establishing a platform for the global leaders from diverse fields to discuss on different issues with the principle of intellectual freedom and democracy in decision-making process for establishment of value system. It aspires to establish a system free from dominant culture that will be open to diverse views, ideas, and experiences. Now, heading forward, I would like to take the privilege of introducing an ace academician and researcher, Professor Prashant Kumar Patnaik, sir, Professor School of Computer Engineering, KIIT deemed to be university. Professor Patnaik is a senior member of IEEE. He is a fellow IETE and a chartered engineer. He has an invisible number of 22 design patents on unmanned aerial vehicles and IoT in his kitty, and has meritoriously supervised more than 20 distinguished computer science PhD theses, and the numbers are really growing. He has co-authored 161 Scopus indexed articles, 5 computer science books, and 27 patents. I request sir to kindly give the welcome address. Please, sir.
Namaskar and good morning to everyone. I am delighted to take opportunity to introduce the guest of World is One, second leadership convention. First, let me welcome our esteemed Professor Dr. Achyutanand Samant, Honorable MP Lok Sabha and founder Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology and Kalinga Institute of Social Science. Honorary Chairperson WLA is an educationalist, philanthropist, and social reformer. KIIT and KIIS, both educational institutions, are global repute and recognition. KIIT is an institution of eminence and one of the most prominent universities in India and globe for professional education. KIIS is a home for thousands of indigenous children, all absolutely free. Beside education and tribal upliftment, healthcare, and rural development, Sri Samanta has contributed immensely to the art of culture, literature, film, media society, and national integration. He has been conferred with more than 15 international and national awards and over 200 state awards, besides 2 highest civilian awards from Royal Kingdom of Bahrain and Mongolia. He has been conferred with 50 honorary doctorate awards from the universities in India and abroad. Despite all his achievements, he lead a simple lifestyle, keep on marching towards the cause of spreading smile among millions and achieving zero poverty, zero hunger, zero illiteracy. He founded Art of Giving, a humanitarian movement engaged in the spreading peace and happiness. Sir, I welcome you with folded hands on the August gathering. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Nandita Pathak, founder and director, Uddimata Vidyapeeth JP Foundation, Madhya Pradesh. She has been key catalyst in transforming the economic situation of people in the most underdeveloped part of the Chitrakoot Ganda. As a social worker, she has developed effective and universal delivery of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya development and cultural components of integral humanism. I welcome you, madam. Let me proudly welcome Ms. Monorama Paul, an indigenous entrepreneur from the Mania Band, who has created a change and transformed indigenous livelihood by providing the people with opportunity to generate own source revenue, create jobs, and investment in commodities in a way that align with their development objectives. She has put Odisha on the map of Indian textile. I welcome you, ma'am. I would like to take this golden moment to welcome our mentor, the power woman of Odisha, Professor Sasmita Rani Samant, Vice Chancellor, KIIT University, who is an academician with high degree of passion for research and teaching, which is intermingling with innovative practical approach. She is a Stanford lead alumni and Stanford distinguished scholar, a fellow of Royal Society of Arts, UK, and fellow of Computer Society of India, postdoctoral fellow from NU Taiwan, more than 10 national and international patents in her credit. She is a chief editor of popular magazine Lead for Life. Madam, I welcome you to this occasion. I feel extremely privileged to introduce our next guest, Professor Monoranjan Parida, Director of CSIR Central Road Research Institute in New Delhi. He has served as a Deputy Director at IIT Roorkee. He worked on significant projects and offered consulting for over 350 metropolitan road infrastructure, intercity corridors, rural highways, and motorways. He also helped to design and develop a noise barrier for Delhi flyover. I welcome you, sir. I would also want to extend a warm welcome to Professor Sripada Karmakar, Director of Indian Institute of Technology in Bhubaneswar. He is a prominent academic leader who has produced several publications in journals, conferences, and books, as well as multiple patents. He has received Vikram Sarabhai Award for Research, IBM Faculty Award for Research and Teaching, VLSI Society of India Best Faculty Award for contribution of area of teaching, popularizing and creating some best minds of microelectronics in last 30 years. I welcome you, sir. I am highly excited to introduce Professor Yungdung Zhang, Chairperson of Knowledge Discovery and Machine Learning at the University of Leicester, East Midlands, United Kingdom. He was named a Clarivet highly cited researchers in 2019, 21, and 22. He has co-authored 400 peer-reviewed publications in prestigious international journal. He is present in online. I welcome you, sir. I honor I honored to welcome my teacher, Dr. Sudarshan Nanda, former Vice Chancellor, North Odisha University, former Professor IIT Kharagpur, at present Research Chair, KIIT University, as visiting faculty of University of Florida, University of Calistown, German, University of Milan, Italy, and Fong University, South Korea. Thank you, sir. I welcome. Of the dais, let me take honor to welcome Dr. V. Shivkumar Reddy, Vice Chancellor, Malla Reddy University, Hyderabad. Dr. Sukumar Mishra, Professor and Associate Dean, IIT Delhi. Dr. Jean C. Chang, School of Science Technology, Department of Design Engineering Mathematics, Middlesex University, London, UK, online. Dr. Vijay Ketano Panigrahi, my friend, Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. Professor Gajendra Kumar Vishwakarma, Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad, online. Dr. A. Venu Vinod, Professor, Department of Chemical Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Warangal. Professor Piyush Samui, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, NIT Patna. Dr. Tanglapalli Srinivas, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar. Mr. Himendu Sinha, Senior Vice President and Business Head, LG Electronic India Limited. Professor Hamid El Maswani, Emeritus Professor of Solid State Physics, Manofia University, Egypt, in online. Dr. Richa Chaudhary, Associate Professor, Department of Humanities and Social Science, IIT Patna, online. Dr. Niladri Das, Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad. Dr. Vimlesh Verma, Department of Electrical Engineering, NIT Patna. Dr. Aditya Kumar, Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad. Dr. Niladha Padi, GIT University, Gunupur. On the behalf of the world is one, I sincerely thank and acknowledge everyone for their presence and witness of the convention. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, KIIT University and President World Leadership Academy to kindly address the gathering, please.
Very good morning to one and all present here. On the dais, Honorable Founder of KIIT and KISS, also the Honorary Chairperson of World Leadership Academy, Professor Dr. Chitananda Samant sir, Honorable Director of IIT Bhubaneswar, Professor Kalmakar, Honorable Director of CRRI India, Professor Parida, Honorable Madam, Entrepreneur of the State and icon for the women entrepreneurs in the state, Ms. Manorama Pal, Honorable, our own research chair, Professor Sudarshan Nanda, respected Secretary of World Leadership Academy, Professor Patnaik, and the person who had taken the promise to bring changes in the lives and to bring changes in different sectors starting from agriculture, social science and many more, Madam Dr. Nandita Pathak. Of the dais, all the respected dignitaries, awardees whose names have been announced, all the members of KIIT, KISS family, faculties and students from Soilawala Women's College, faculty and students from other colleges of the state present here, the dear students from KISS and faculty members from KISS present here. This World Leadership Academy is established to work on leadership. It's because our honorable founder, while he established KIIT and KISS, and maybe today KIIT and KISS are prominent in the world for quality education and for quality services. And each one of us realized that this is possible in a very short span of time to translate the dreams into the reality and take that reality to the people. It is because of the, I can say that, strong commitment and strong leadership quality that is carried by our honorable founder. And today in this world, post-pandemic and also during the era of war, one thing is, I can say that everybody is looking for, that is that how to maintain resilience in this globe. And while we discuss about how to maintain resilience in the globe, 2-3 things come to our mind. While we talk about resilience, we talk about climatic resilience, we talk about human resilience, we talk about national resilience, we talk about resilience in the cities, even resilience among the people in the community. So it comes in different phases and different ways. And while it comes to our mind that we all should try our level best to maintain human resilience in the globe, at that point of time, perhaps we all look towards that who are the people, those who can take such responsibilities? Who are the people, those who can build confidence among the mass? And while we think on that aspect and we try to idealize the people or search for idealization of the people in and around us, and we all look towards the international leaders, those who are heading different international bodies. It can be United Nations, can be IMF, can be World Bank, anything that we look at, or WHO, we look towards that. And sometimes we look towards the different national leaders, or the leaders, those who are working or heading different institutions, or the people, those who are, I can say that, driving different concepts, or those who are conceptualizing the purposes and bringing it to the people. So at that point of time, very recently we all have witnessed that how World Economic Forum is working. And while if we see the basic focus of World Economic Forum, it's basically focusing on the business and economic aspect and trying to bring the issues of entrepreneurship, economics, and also the business into the, I can say that, into the international platform where the people are putting their heads, they are putting their brains and trying to get the solutions. And this conceptualization of this World Leadership Academy was to build up such forums where the world leaders can get a platform to come, discuss, and give some solutions to some issues. Maybe it has only we have crossed 2 years and very little has been done. And while that was being conceptualized, many a times we seek the guidance of our honorable founder of KIIT and KISS because he is having a very great vision. So we decided that let's start with academics because we are strong in that. So we started with research, innovations, providing platform to the students of this country to upload their research activities, what can be referred as the, I can say that, referred as the innovation material for the future generations. Maybe it will be a great repository slowly because thousands of projects slowly are being uploaded in that website. And another one, indexing process have been started in all the vernacular languages of the country. Because till now, all indexing, we all are following in academics, it's mostly Elsevier indexing. We are, I can say that, mostly we are relying on. Maybe that has come anyway in this country and we all are relying on that. So with that, we all are focusing that how we can do indexing in vernacular languages, where lots of focus is there in national leadership to protect the language and to enrich the language-based education. So in many vernacular languages like Odia, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Sanskrit, Bengali, we have already started, and we are trying to add many more Indian languages, and indexing are going on. And another one platform has been developed that the institutions, I can say that even the business organization, those who can come together, they can discuss on different issues. The ma'am present here, Madam Manorama Pal, who is present here, we engage ourselves in different social issues, starting from occupational health and safety and different entrepreneurship activities. Last year also we had awarded one person here who was working on agriculture, particularly he is engaged in coffee production, and ma'am is engaged in production of Maniavan sari in her area and has provided employment to many people. So and we are helping them how to improve the quality of that production. They had some issues, 1-2 issues they have already discussed with us, and we have engaged them with some people to resolve that issues itself. So this World Leadership Forum has been conceptualized with that concept, and we are very much thankful that people present here from many parts of the state, you will be getting little bit of, I can say that, clues as examples from the lives of the exemplary people, those who are present with us today and those who will be awarded. And all the youngsters present here, they can make their future in that way. So today we all are discussing about sustainability and inclusivity around the globe. And we all have understood that because whatever the history says, if we go for inclusivity, we go for mass production, mass activities, somewhere it is hampering or it is compromising the sense of sustainability at some level. Maybe all the developed countries, the level of development has happened in different places. At some point of time, some type of sustainability concept has been compromised. But today we are trying that, how the inclusivity can come, how inclusivity can be reinforced by enforcing the sustainability also in each and every level. Perhaps this generation kids, those who are present here, working in diverse field, starting from academics up to the industrial production, that consciousness has been generated, and different solutions have come to the place, perhaps in the Asian countries, which is very prominent, and we all are trying to grow with that consciousness and bringing that prominence into the picture, what the whole world is looking at Asia today, that how the youth of this continent are growing with that level of consciousness and capabilities and skill with them, which can lead the whole world today. So the effort is there in World Leadership Academy to provide the platforms to the young leaders or leaders of the globe to discuss on different issues, and also to bring certain solutions, to bring certain exemplary, or I can say that very appreciating solutions to the forefront or to the public, as such the people can take up it as the example. I would like to thank all the members present here, those who are perhaps come with the aspiration that they'll be getting some clues from this meeting. I hope that aspiration, no doubt, will be fulfilled. But I would like to thank all the nominated awardees present on the dais, that they have agreed to accept this award from World Leadership Academy, which will be example for the future generations when we'll be contacting the people of future generations. And they have obliged us. We thank each one of them that the people of this stature have agreed to accept our award. And all the awardees sitting off the dais, I would like to thank that they have recognized World Leadership Academy. They have shown their interest to accept the award from World Leadership Academy, all the eminent professors from IITs, NITs, different universities, the people from industries. So I would like to thank each one of them, and I hope that under the guidance of all the members present here, this academy will grow faster, because last year also we had organized many discussion forums, many online webinars, and I can say that conference dialogues were open, and I hope that with help of all those distinguished persons present here, this academy will grow further. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words. With immense pleasure, I would now like to invite Honorable Founder of KIIT and KISS, Professor Achyuta Samanta sir, to kindly address the gathering. Please.
So good morning everybody present here. On the occasion of this second leadership convention, on the theme is World is One, organized by the KIIT and the World Leadership Academy. We have with us many eminent personalities as honorable guests on the dash. Our particularly respected Madam Dr. Nandita Pathak ji, honorable social entrepreneur, and also our respected Professor Manoranjan Parida ji, Director of the CSIR and also Central Road Research Institute, India. We have also with us our respected Professor Sripath Karmalkar, Director of the IIT Bhubaneswar. ଏବଂ ଆମମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଅଛନ୍ତି ମାନନୀୟା ମନୋରମା ପାଲ ଭଉଣୀ, ଆମର ମାଳିଆ ବନ୍ଧ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରୁ ଆପଣ ମଧ୍ୟ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଅଛନ୍ତି। ତେଣୁ ଭାଇସ୍ ଚାନ୍ସେଲର ଅଫ୍ KIIT University and the chairman of this World Leadership Academy, Professor Sasmita Samant, and also respected Professor Sudarshan Nanda ji, and also my dear Prashant Kumar Patnaik ji, and many other important speakers, guests also sitting on the audience side and also online, starting from our respected Professor Jhang and also Professor B. Shivkumar Reddy or Sukumar Mishra and our Professor Vijay Panigrai and many other respected speakers, guests sitting on the audience side, and they are online. And at the same time, I am informed that our dear few hundred students from the different colleges of Odisha, respected faculty and other staff also from the different colleges of Odisha, and particularly respected our own senior functionary, both from administrative and academic from KIIT University and KISS University also present here. And finally, my lovable KIITians and KISSians, those who are present here. So anyhow, today is a very good day that the second leadership convention is being organized, and the theme is very nice, that world is one. And this is very much appropriate to these organizations, particularly this such a huge organizations, both KIIT and KISS, with 65,000 students from pan-India and from 65 countries. In KIIT universities, 35,000 students from pan-India and from 65 countries. They are all elite students. And also in KISS, 30,000 poor tribal children from the Odisha and other 10 states. So it is such a nice integration between the deprived and the elite. And this completely proves every day. So every day we are living with, for the last 30 years it is going on, such a beautiful integration between the two groups, deprived and the elite. And they are so happily led, and they think that entire KIIT and KISS is one KIO. So recently we concluded our silver jubilee and we described KIIT KISS is one and its short name is KIO. So that's why we feel world is one every day in our campus. But this theme is very nice as we gather here today for the leadership convention on world is one. I am reminded of a quote by the Shakespeare's, that all the world is a stage and all the men and women merely are players. But I propose that this quote to reflect the true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbam from the Maha Upanishad, which states that all the world is a family and all the men and women its members. The Vedas reinforce the fact that despite our differences, we are essentially one family. And that is the theme of this convention, Even if we see the G20 now going on membership, celebrate this theme, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, our PM, also talked about human-centric globalization. At the same time, as I reflect on the important theme of equity and justice, inclusiveness in diversity, culture of resilience, innovations and disruptions, I am reminded of the wisdom of our forefathers. As a proverb goes, united we stand, divided we fall. It is crucial that we recognize that our strength lies in our unity and that we work towards creating a society that is just and equitable for all. In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., our problem today is that we have allowed the internal to become lost in the external. We have become so consumed with our material wealth and success that we have forgotten the importance of our spiritual well-being. Similarly, as the Ubuntu philosophy teaches us, I am because we are. We must work together. As we strive towards creating a just and equitable society, we must remember the importance of diversity and inclusion. आज हिंदी कपुल गोज, एक हिंदी में बात है, एक चिड़िया का दो बच्चे थे, सूरज एंड चांद. सूरज ने शाम को खोज निकला, चांद ने दोपहर को. हर एक की अपनी अलग पहचान है, पर साथ साथ रहते हैं. This means that just a bird has two children, the sun and the moon, who have their own unique identities but stay together. We must celebrate diversity while promoting inclusivity. We must also encourage a culture of resilience. As the saying goes, necessity is the mother of invention. We must continue to innovate and disrupt if we want to progress a civilization. Similarly, if we see at KIIT and KIIS, we have tried to innovate the realms of professional and tribal education and also in result disrupted the map of education in Odisha. Our mission was to establish equitable, just, and access to quality education. We have recognized differences and diversity on one hand and seamlessly integrated the ones at the margins with the elite. In conclusion, let us remember the importance of working together as a family, promoting diversity and inclusion, and encouraging a culture of resilience. As the Hindi proverb goes, Karmane badhesu krita ma pholesu kadachana, which means that we must focus on our actions without worrying the results. Let us focus on doing good and being good, and the rest of the goodness will follow automatically. So, once again, thank you very much. मेरा और एक काम भी है. Though you all have been welcomed by Prashant Patnaik, VC, everybody, as a founder of KIIT and KIIS, it has been always my pleasure to extend the heartiest welcome with gratitude to all the honorable guests sitting on the dais and also of the dais, those who are present here. I welcome on behalf of the staff, students, management of 2 universities, not 1 university. Wherever you will go, you will get the pleasure of only 1 university. If you are coming to KIIT, Director IIT Sahib, you will feel the pleasure of 2 universities side by side. 1 university KIIT, the most promising university in the country, and also beyond country, with all accolades and ranking and everything, and huge contribution in every field. Not only, we are not confined within education. You know, KIIT is known as the community-based university. That's why we have got impact ranking, Professor Director IIT, 8th position in the globe in the Sustainable Development Goal in reducing inequality. KIIT is also known as the University of Compassion and Humanity. If I go on speaking about the KIIT humanitarian works, it will take days together, not hours together. KIT is that type of university. And highest things, not only KIT has tremendous contribution in the field of art, literature, culture, film, media, spiritualism. KIT is the highest contribution in the country with respect to sports. Highest sports infrastructure of international standard created in one place in the country, that is KIIT and KIIS. Highest number of Olympians, 9 students are the Olympians. And we keep objective that in every Olympics there should be 5 to 10 students from KIIT and KIIS. That is the objective of KIIT and KIIS, both institutes. So there are many good things are with KIT, and that's why KIT this year has got highest award for promotion of sports in the country by the Government of India, Rashtriya Khel Protsahana Samman. At the same time, KIIS, the beauty of the entire world, a home for 80,000 poor tribal children, 40,000 pass out, 30,000 in the campus, 10,000 in 10 satellite campus of 10 tribal districts of Odisha. Got 4 times Guinness World Record, biggest in the world. And this KIIS is also good in all aspects. That's why KIIS this year in 2022 has got highest recognition of the globe, UNESCO International Literacy Prize. That is the highest recognition of the globe to any institute or the NGO, UNESCO award. So in many aspects, both the KIIT and KIIS were so good, which I started with only 5,000 rupees in my pocket in 2 rented house in 92-93 in Bhubaneswar. Now entire world appreciates and salutes the both KIIT and KIIS, and students are so good, faculties are so good, and its times higher education ranking in KIT is 301 in computer science and 401 in engineering in the entire globe, surpassing IIT Bhubaneswar, NIT Raulkela, and all the great deemed university of the country, though KIT is only 25 years old institute and 19 years old university. So that is KIT. KIT is not only grown with respect to infrastructure, with 25 campus, 2 crore square foot built up area spreading over 36 square kilometer area. KIT is also very good in academic research, etc. For the last 2 years, KIT is adjudged as the top 1 innovation university by the Government of India 2020, 2021, 2021, 22. Both the consecutive years, KIT is getting in private sector, IIT Chennai in the government sector as the best innovative university in the country, as given by the UGC ICT by the Ministry of Education. So my objective is that the small institute which has started in just a rented house with only 5,000 rupees or $100 US in my pocket, now both the institutes are serving like anything to the people, children, and the state and also country. In one, world is one. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your empowering and motivating words. I would like to request Honorable Professor Achyuta Samanta, sir, to kindly felicitate Dr. Nandita Pathak, ma'am, and confer her with Social Change Maker Award. Please, sir.
Most revered Dr. Nandita Pathak, social entrepreneur, founder director, Udyamita Vidyapit JP Foundation, Madhya Pradesh, India. Madam, you are the prime catalyst in bringing transformation to the economic conditions of the people of the most underdeveloped regions of Chitrakoot, Gonda, Uttar Pradesh. You have mobilized even the most traditional communities to participate as stakeholders in economic development and cultural activities in this region. As a social worker, you have perfected such a comprehensive delivery of Pandit Din Dayal Upadhyay's development and cultural aspects of integral humanism so effectively and universally. You are highly regarded for your contribution to public cause and social works. You have created your path to distinction by yourself. You have become an inspiration and icon for all of us. In recognition of your great contribution in creating a change and bringing a social transformation, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Social Change Maker Award upon you this day, the 25th February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request, sir, to kindly felicitate Professor Manoranjan Parida, sir, and confer him with World Power Leader Award. Please, sir.
Most revered Professor Manoranjan Parida, Director, CSIR, Central Road Research Institute, New Delhi, India. Sir, you have been a Deputy Director at IIT Roorkee before joining CSIR, CRRI, and MORTA Chair Professor on Development of Highway System in India at IIT Roorkee during 2013 to 17. You have worked on important projects and provided consultancy for more than 350 urban road infrastructure projects, intercity corridors, rural roads, and expressways. You have contributed to the design and development of noise barriers for flyovers in Delhi. You have received Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Birth Centenary Award in the year 2004 from Indian Road Congress. In recognition of your great contribution in the field of science, technology, and research, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the World Power Leader Award upon you this day, the 25th February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request Honorable Founder, sir, to felicitate Professor Sripad Karmalkar, sir, and confer him with Educational Leadership Award. Please, sir.
Most revered Professor Sripad Karmalkar, Director, Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Sir, you are a distinguished leader in the field of academics. You have authored numerous articles in journals, conferences, and books, and have been awarded 3 patents in the areas of semiconductor device modeling and process development. You have received the 2006 Vikram Sarabhai Award for Research, 2007 IBM Faculty Award for Research and Teaching, 2021 VLSI Society of India Best Faculty Award for contributions in the area of teaching, popularizing, and creating some of the best minds in microelectronics in the last 30 years, and the President's nomination to the IIT Council for contributions in education, science, or technology. You are an associate editor of IEEE Trans of Education. You have acted as a consultant to industries for developing manufacturing processes for semiconductor devices. You have contributed in terms of online video courses, workshops, and faculty development sessions. You are a member of the Governing Council of Center for Nano and Soft Matter Sciences of the National Working Group on Nanotechnology set up by the Department of Information Technology, Government of India, and of the Executive Committee of AICTE and the Chairman AICTC's All India Board of PG Education and Research. You are a member of the All India Board of Undergraduate Studies of the AICTE. In recognition of your great contribution in the field of education, educational administration, and leadership, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Educational Leadership Award upon you this day, the 25th February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
May I now request, sir, to kindly confer the award to Ms. Manorama Pal, ma'am, and confer her with the award of Indigenous Entrepreneur Award.
Most revered Mrs. Manorama Pal, Entrepreneur, Maniabandha, Odisha. Madam, you are continuing the handloom product business since the last 22 years. After early demise of your spouse, you have managed and continued your handloom production and sale of handloom products in spite of difficulties. Your handloom business provides employment opportunity to 42 local weaving families of Maniabandha, Cuttack. In recognition of your dedication, service, and entrepreneurship, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Indigenous Entrepreneur Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request, sir, to kindly felicitate Professor Sudarshan Nandan, sir, and confer the award of Distinguished Leadership Award to him. Please, sir.
Most revered Professor Sudarshan Nanda, Research Chair, KIIT deemed to be University. Respected sir, you have made significant research contributions to the field of fuzzy mathematics, functional analysis, optimization, and discrete mathematics. You were the Vice Chancellor of North Odisha University from the year 2005-2008, a visiting professor at University of Milan, Italy, and visiting scientist at Pohang University of Science and Technology, South Korea, and University of Central Florida. For your exemplary contribution as an educational leader, you have received Distinguished Scientist Awards from OBA, ISA, Environmental Society of Orissa, as well as a Distinguished Teacher Award. In recognition of your great contribution in the field of education, educational administration, and leadership, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer Distinguished Leadership Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I request sir to kindly felicitate Dr. V. Sivakumar Reddy and confer him with Excellent Administrator in Education Award. Please, sir.
Most Revered Dr. V. Sivakumar Reddy, Vice Chancellor, Malla Reddy University, Hyderabad, India. Sir, you are a distinguished leader in the field of academics. You have authored numerous articles in journals, conferences, and books, and have filed 5 patents. You are a reviewer and editor in various national and international conferences and journals. You made contributions through organization of several conferences, workshops, and refresher courses, invited lectures, keynote addresses, session chair of conferences. With your excellent administrative skills, you have reached the position of the Vice Chancellor, Malla Reddy University, Hyderabad, India. In recognition of your great contribution in the field of education, educational administration, and leadership, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer Excellent Administrator in Education Award upon you this day, the 25th February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
May I now request Dr. Nandita Pathak ma'am kindly felicitate Dr. Sukumar Mishra sir and confer him with Leadership in Innovation Award. Please, ma'am.
Most Revered Dr. Sukumar Mishra, Associate Dean, R&D, IIT Delhi and Professor, HAG, EE Department, IIT Delhi, India. Sir, you are a distinguished leader in the field of academics. You have authored more than 300 research publications in national and international journals and symposium. You have filed more than 15 patents for your innovations. You have been awarded with Outstanding Teachers Award from Indian National Academy of Engineering, New Delhi 2021, NASI Reliance Industries Platinum Jubilee Award for Application-Oriented Innovation in Physical Sciences 2019, National Mission Innovation Champion Award 2019, Bimal Bose Award 2019, Distinguished Investigator Award 2019, Samantha Chandrasekhar Award 2016, Silver Jubilee Young Engineer Award 2012, Career Award for Young Teachers 2004, INSA Medal for Young Scientists 2002, INA Young Engineer Award 2002, and Young Scientist Award 1999. In recognition of your contribution to the field of knowledge and your innovations, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Leadership in Innovation Award upon you this day, the 25th February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request ma'am to felicitate Dr. Vijay Ketan Panigrahi sir and confer him with Emerging Leader in Research Award. Please, ma'am.
Most Revered Dr. Vijay Ketan Panigrahi, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, India. Sir, you are a leader in the field of academics and research. You have authored more than 300 research publications in national and international journals and conferences. Your publications are in wide range of reputed index journals. You have also been engaged in editorial activities in several reputed journals in various roles and were engaged in the organization of conferences in various capacities. You have been awarded with the Young Scientist Award for the year 2004 in Engineering and Technology given by Odisha Bigyan Academy. You have supervised 30 PhD theses and 32 MTech theses. You have completed 6 projects as PI or co-PI. In recognition of your contributions to the field of research, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Emerging Leader in Research Award upon you this day, the 25th February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request Honorable Professor Sasmita Samanta ma'am to kindly felicitate Dr. Tangyapali Srinivas and confer him with Innovative
Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar, India. Sir, you are a distinguished teacher and researcher. You have authored more than 70 research publications in journals of repute, 4 books, 12 book chapters, and have filed 5 patents and 2 copyrights. You are a reviewer and editor in various national and international conferences and journals. You made contributions through organization of several conferences, workshops, and refresher courses, invited lectures, keynote addresses, session chair of conferences. You have supervised 5 PhD theses and 32 master theses. In recognition of your excellence as a teacher, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Innovative Teaching Award upon you this day, the 25th February 2023, on its 2nd World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request Professor Manoranjan Parida sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Piyush Samoli and confer him with Innovative Researcher Award. Please, sir.
Most Revered Dr. Piyush Samoi, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, NIT Patna. Sir, you have over 14 years of research, teaching, and consulting experience within the broad fields of civil, geotechnical, material, earthquake, and reliability risk analysis. Your research expertise include liquidification of soil and lateral spending, reliability and risk analysis of structure, artificial intelligence, and civil engineering problems, disaster mitigation and site characterization. Your research is funded by Department of Science and Technology, Board of Research in Nuclear Science, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research. In recognition of your research innovation, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Innovative Researcher Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its 2nd World Leadership Convention on World is One.
May I now request Professor Sripath Karmalkar sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Neela Madhav Padhi sir and confer him with Research of the Year Award.
Most Revered Dr. Neela Madhava Padhi, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, KIIT University, Gunpur, Orissa. Sir, you are a distinguished teacher and researcher. You have authored more than 60 research publications in journals and conferences of repute and have filed 5 patents. You are a reviewer and editor in various national and international conferences and journals. You made contribution through organizations of several conferences, workshops, and refresher courses. In recognition of your excellent research, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Researcher of the Year Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its 2nd World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request sir to kindly felicitate Himendu Sinha sir and confer him with Business Leader Award. Please, sir.
Most Revered Mr. Himendu Sinha, Senior Vice President and Business Head, B2B at LG Electronics India Private Limited. Sir, you have 3 decades-long successful career in leadership, sales, and marketing of IT/OA products and solutions. In recognition of your excellence and success as a business leader, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Business Leader Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its 2nd World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request our honored dignitaries to confer awards to the guests who are present amongst us virtually. Dr. Zing Si Yang with Honorary Fellow Award.
Most Revered Dr. Zin Shi Yang, School of Science and Technology, Department of Design Engineering and Mathematics, Middlesex University, London, United Kingdom. Your contribution in the area of applied mathematics, algorithm development, computational intelligence, engineering optimization, mathematical modeling, optimization, and swarm intelligence is exemplary. Your innovations and contributions are reflected through more than 150 research publications in international and national journals. You were the IEEE CIS Task Force Chair of BIKM 2015-20 and also a part of the Technical Committee of Computational Finance and Economics of IEEE Computational Intelligence Society, an advisor for International Journal of Bio-Inspired Computation, editor member of Engineering Applications of Artificial Intelligence. In recognition of your great contribution in the field of academics and research, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Honorary Fellow upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its 2nd World Leadership Convention on World is One.
Professor Yudong Zhang with Honorary Fellow Award.
Most Revered Professor Yudong Zhang, Professor of Knowledge Discovery and Machine Learning, School of Computing and Mathematics Sciences, University of Lancaster, East Midlands, United Kingdom. Sir, you have decades-long illustrious career in academics, research, and academic leadership. You are a fellow of IET, fellow of EAI, and fellow of BCS. You are a senior member of IEEE, IES, ACM, and a distinguished speaker of ACM. You were included in the most cited Chinese researcher, computer science, by Elsevier from 2014 to 2018. You were the 2019, 2021, and 22 recipient of highly cited researcher by Clarivate and won the Emerald Citation of Excellence 2017 and MDPI Top 10 Most Cited Papers 2015. In recognition of your great contribution in the field of academics and research, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Honorary Fellow upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request to confer Dr. Vimlesh Verma, sir, with Leadership in Technology Award.
Most revered Dr. Vimlesh Verma, Department of Electrical Engineering, NIT Patna, India. Sir, you have authored more than 50 research papers in international journals, conferences, including many articles in IEEE transactions and journals. You are an inventor of 4 patents and have delivered several invited talks in various conferences, workshops, faculty development programs of engineering colleges. You are a senior member of IEEE. In recognition of your excellence in the area of technology, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Leadership in Technology Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request to confer Women Researcher of the Year Award to Dr. Richa Chaudhary.
Most revered Dr. Richa Chaudhary, Associate Professor of Human Resource Management and Organizational Behavior, Department of Humanities and Social Science, IIT Patna, India. Madam, you are a prolific researcher and have published a number of research papers in international journals of repute like Journal of Business Ethics, International Journal of Hospitality Management, Personality and Individual Differences, International Journal of Human Resource Management, International Journal of Conflict Management. You have been ranked among top 2% scientists in the world by Stanford University consistently for the year 2021 and 2022. You have worked as the principal director on a number of government projects sponsored by ICSSR and MHRD. In recognition of your excellent research, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Woman Researcher of the Year Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request to confer Dr. Niladri Das, ma'am, with Faculty of the Year Award.
Most revered Dr. Niladri Das, Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad, India. Sir, you have been working in the area of finance and entrepreneurship and have executed several R&D projects in the area of entrepreneurship and microfinance funded by DST, ICSSR, and UGC, Government of India, along with consultancy projects in the area of corporate social responsibilities and issues in rehabilitation for Coal India. You have conducted several FDPs in the area of entrepreneurship. You have guided several PhDs in the area of intellectual capital, behavioral finance, sustainability reporting, entrepreneurship, and corporate governance. You have been involved in societal projects like improving the economic well-being of tribal population in Jamatra district of Jharkhand. In recognition of your excellence as an academician, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Faculty of the Year Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request to confer Dr. Aditya Kumar with Young Researcher Award.
Dr. Aditya Kumar, most revered Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad. Sir, you have received PhD from University of Siegen, Germany with a specialization in surface and interfacial engineering. You have published more than 65 peer-reviewed publications, several book chapters, and scientific articles in various areas of science and engineering. You are an associate editor for Frontiers in Chemical Engineering and Frontiers in Nanotechnology. You have edited and served as a scientific reviewer in numerous peer-reviewed journals and scientific organizations. In recognition of your excellence in research, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Young Researcher Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request to confer Emerging Leadership in Teaching Award to Dr. A. Venu Vinod.
Most revered Dr. A. Venu Vinod, Professor, Department of Chemical Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Warangal, India. Sir, you have more than 26 years of experience in teaching and research. You have guided 7 PhD theses and 26 MTech theses. You have more than 90 research publications in reputed journals and conferences at national and international level. You have completed sponsored research projects funded by ARBD, BDT, and BRNS, and developed e-content on fluid and particle mechanics. Apart from teaching and research, you have diligently carried out various administrative responsibility assigned by Institute administration from time to time, such as Head of the Department of Chemical Engineering during 2009 to 11 and 2013 to 14. In recognition of your all-round excellence as a teacher, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Excellent Teacher Award upon you this day, the 25th February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I now request to confer Professor Gajendra Kumar Vishwakarma with Excellent Teacher Award.
Most revered Professor Gajendra Kumar Vishwakarma, Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad, India. Sir, you have MSc, MPhil, and PhD in statistics, and you have been working in the area of applied statistics for more than 15 years. Along with teaching, you have achieved a Google Scholar Edge Index of 12, I Index of 19, and 3 patents. You have already supervised 12 PhD theses and 28 MTech MPhil thesis, completed 7 research and development projects, more than 100 research publications in national and international journals of repute. In recognition of your all-round excellence as a teacher, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Excellent Teacher Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One.
I request to confer Professor Rauf Abdel Hamid El Malavani with Excellent Researcher Award.
Most revered Professor Rauf Abdel Hamid El Manawani, Emeritus Professor of Solid State Physics, Minofia University, Egypt. Sir, you have excelled in research. You have more than 150 research publications in journals of repute with an H index of 56. You have supervised 21 PhD, 19 MSc, and 63 graduate theses. You have been a reviewer for several journals of repute and served as an editorial member of several other journals. You have research collaboration with other universities. In recognition of your excellence in research, World Leadership Academy resolves to confer the Excellent Researcher Award upon you this day, the 25th of February 2023, on its second World Leadership Convention on World is One. Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing the honors. I request our esteemed dignitaries to award the top 10 winners of Research Symposium held on 16th February 2023 as a part of KIIT Silver Jubilee celebration. I request the winners to come up on the stage. Abhishek Singh from Biotechnology. Jyotirmay De from Biotechnology. Abhipsha Mohanty from Applied Science. Ipshita Mohanty from Applied Science. Nitin K. Panda from Electronics and Telecommunication. Nikita Tiwari from Computer Communication. Chemical Technology. Okay. Somyajit Das from Mechanical. Ananya Swai from School of Humanities. Millet Milabaru from Public Health. Anupriya Panda from School of Management. I congratulate all the award winners on behalf of KIIT and KISS. Thank you, ma'am, for doing the honors. I would now like to welcome a eminent community mobilizer with a heart of gold, Dr. Nandini Pathak, ma'am, honorable social entrepreneur, founder and director, Udyamiti Vidyapit JP Foundation at Social Work, Madhya Pradesh, India, to kindly address the gathering. Please, ma'am.
आप सभी का मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ, अभिनंदन करते हैं एवं वंदन करते हैं। हमको तेलुगु भी आता है, अंग्रेजी भी आती है, लेकिन हिंदी हमने बहुत मेहनत से सीखा है, क्योंकि हमको मध्य प्रदेश, उत्तर प्रदेश यानी नॉर्थ इंडिया और साउथ इंडिया को जोड़ना था, और जोड़ने के लिए एक ही चीज़ होता है, वो है लैंग्वेज। तो हमने हिंदी बड़े मेहनत से सीखा है। तो हमको हिंदी बोलने में अच्छा लगता है, क्योंकि साउथ इंडियन हूँ, आंध्र प्रदेश की हूँ, लेकिन उड़ीसा में आकर दो चार उड़िया के शब्द भी मुझे बोलना चाहिए, लेकिन हमने कोशिश नहीं किया, क्योंकि ये शिक्षा का समुंदर है। लोग जो है चारों धाम घूमने जाते हैं। यहाँ आने के बाद प्रातःकाल से हमने चित्तरंजन पंडा जी के साथ हमने यूनिवर्सिटी देखा, सिर्फ थोड़ा देखा, वो भी किसका देखा हमने। देखने के बाद हमें ऐसा लगा कि लोग जो है बद्रीनाथ, केदारनाथ, काशी विश्वनाथ जी और अपनी पूरी जगन्नाथ स्वामी जी का सभी लोग दर्शन करते हैं, और भी धामों में जाते हैं, और बहुत अन्यत्र प्रकार की शक्ति को, ऊर्जा को प्राप्त करके पूरे देश को, पूरे विश्व को एक करने में लगे हुए। लेकिन आज जब से मैं यहाँ पर आई, हमें लगा यह किट, यह किस, ये दोनों यूनिवर्सिटीज़ एक धाम है। प्रत्येक व्यक्ति को इस शिक्षा के समुंदर में आकर एक बार डुबकी तो लगा लेना चाहिए, तभी हम लोग पूरे विश्व को एक कर सकते हैं। इसके लिए मैं हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। मैं बहुत छोटी हूँ उम्र में, लेकिन विश्वम ग्रामे प्रतिष्ठितम के नाम से भारत रत्न नानाजी देशमुख जी ने भी चित्रकूट में ऐसे ही एक छोटा सा यूनिवर्सिटी बनाकर 500 गांवों में रहने वाले ट्राइबल लोगों को अच्छा बनाने के लिए कोशिश किया। तो आज हम यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं, आपके फाउंडर, हमारे आदर्श, हम जिनको आज आदर के साथ हमने कहा हम आपको प्रणाम कर ले, शिक्षा का यही है। उन्होंने कहा नहीं, मैं सब महिलाओं को, सब बच्चों को मैं बहन के रूप में देखता हूँ। इसके लिए जोरदार तालियों से आपके फाउंडर श्री समंता जी का हम लोग बहुत 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 स्वागत करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं, वंदन करते हैं, क्योंकि सिर्फ एक व्यक्ति का विजन ही है जो इतना बड़ा पूरा क्रिएशन करके दिखा सकता है। और हमने देखा वो इतने बड़े व्यक्तित्व है, पहने क्या थे, बैठते कहाँ हैं। आज हमने देखा एक पेड़ के नीचे बैठते हैं और सुंदर सा वातावरण में प्रकृति के साथ जुड़कर लोगों के बीच में बैठकर वो काम कर रहे। इसीलिए इतना बड़ा कृति यहाँ पर खड़ा कर पाए। कोई व्यक्ति ऐसी बिल्डिंग्स में बैठकर इस तरह की कल्पना नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि विश्व एक है। अपने यहाँ कहा गया है, अयम निजः परो वेति गणना लघुचेतसाम उदार चरिता नाम तो वसुधैव कुटुंबकम। होल यूनिवर्स इज अ फैमिली। आपने अभी सुना और सर ने भी कहा है यहाँ पर, उन्होंने कहा कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन बोले हैं। लेकिन हम जैसे छोटे कार्यकर्ता कोई काम करते हैं, जैसे भी रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स को भी सम्मान मिला एजुकेशन फील्ड में, सोशल सेक्टर में, और हमको भी आज यहाँ पर जो सम्मान किट के द्वारा दिया है, इसके लिए मैं हृदय से आपका आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। क्योंकि प्रत्येक व्यक्ति को सिर्फ चाहिए तो सम्मान चाहिए, और आपने यह सम्मान यहाँ पर जो दिया है ये मैं ज़िंदगी भर याद रखूँगी, कभी गलत कदमों पे नहीं चलूँगी। और भारत रत्न नानाजी देशमुख जी के मार्गदर्शन में लगातार 22 ईयर्स, मतलब 17 ईयर्स तो उनके साथ ही रहे। चित्रकूट में मैं और मेरा हस्बैंड ने काम किया, उनके भी नाम में कहीं कोई गलत हमारे कारण ना हो। और आज से आपके लिए भी हमारे मन में उतने ही श्रद्धा, उतने ही भक्तिपूर्वक मैं आपको प्रणाम करती हूँ। आपका भगवान खूब शक्ति दे, और विश्व को एक करने वाले हमारे यह भाई साहब को भगवान जो है इतना ताकत दे, इतना शक्ति दे। वह ताकत आप लोगों से मिलती है। यदि सामने बैठे हुए हजारों की संख्या में लेक्चरर्स, प्रोफेसर्स, डीन, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, IITian प्रोफेसर्स और स्टूडेंट्स और हमारे प्यारे वाइस चांसलर मैडम का और सहयोग नहीं मिलता तो काम नहीं होता, क्योंकि हम सब लोग एक दूसरे के पूरक है। वी आर कॉम्प्लीमेंटारिटी टू ईच अदर। इसीलिए हम लोग भारत वाले ही कह सकते हैं, पूरा विश्व एक परिवार है, बाकी दुनिया नहीं कह सकता। आज आप इस हॉल में देख सकते हैं दुबई, सिंगापुर, सिडनी, टोक्यो और पेरिस का, लंदन का, वॉशिंगटन का, सबका घड़ियाँ लगा हुआ है। हम लोग एक ही जगह बैठकर पूरे विश्व को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। हमारे पूर्वजों ने भी करके दिखा दिया, आज यह यूनिवर्सिटी भी करके दिखा रहा है। ये हम लोगों के लिए बहुत खुशी की बात है। और सर्वभूत हिते रतः की कल्पना हो, या सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेत् की कल्पना हो, यह सब यहाँ साकार होता देखकर मन प्रसन्न है। बहुत अच्छा लगा। आप सबका मैं बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। मंच पर विराजमान आज के इस कार्यक्रम और यहाँ की कृति करने वाले, फिर से मैं उनका नाम लेना चाहूँगी, ऐसे हमारे समंता सर का सच में मन बहुत खुश है। आपको मिलकर, आपको देखकर आपको मैं प्रणाम करती हूँ। आदरणीय वाइस चांसलर मैम और अपने प्रोफेसर मनोरंजन जी एवं प्रोफेसर श्रीपाद करमालकर जी भाई साहब एवं मनोरमा पाल जी, जिन्होंने लोगों को रोज़गार देने के लिए काम कर रही है, स्वसहायता समूहों के माध्यम से काम कर रही है। और अपनी उड़ीसा का वैसे भी पूरे अभी देश में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी नाम ले रहे हैं मोटे अनाज को लेकर। इंटरनेशनल मिलेट्स ईयर में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है कि उड़ीसा एक ऐसी स्टेट होगी जो अव्वल होगा, और ऐसे ही उड़ीसा स्टेट अपना हर एक चीज़ में अव्वल हो, चाहे स्वसहायता समूहों के माध्यम से साड़ियाँ बनता हो, कपड़े बनते हो, और जहाँ पे भी दिल्ली हाट जाइए, बड़े बड़े हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स मेलों में जाइए, उड़ीसा की जो चीज़ें वहाँ हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स देखने को मिलता है, वह देखकर मन प्रसन्न होता है। आजकल इमली का भी जो पैकिंग और जितना कुछ हो रहा है उड़ीसा का, वो सबसे ज़्यादा नाम कमा रहे। ऐसे एसएचजीज के लिए काम करने वाले मनोरमा जी का भी मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ, और ऑनलाइन में जुड़े हुए सभी प्रोफेसर्स, लेक्चरर्स सभी का स्वागत करते हुए मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूँगी, जो भी काम हम लोग यदि विश्व को एक देखना चाहते हैं, अलग अलग डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड वे में हम लोग कोई भी चीज़ को नहीं देख सकते। जैसे शरीर का, शरीर, मन, बुद्धि और आत्मा, चार चीज़ें हैं। जब चारों के अंदर कोऑर्डिनेशन होता है तभी शरीर चलता है। हम लोग दिखते हैं, हम लोग बात करते हैं, हम लोग काम करते हैं। ऐसे पुरुषार्थ भी है, धर्म, अर्थ, काम, मोक्ष, ये सब चारों के जिनके पास कंट्रोल करने की शक्ति है, वही विश्व को एक कर सकता है। और सबसे ज़्यादा यदि वर्ल्ड लीडर वही बनता है जो जनजीवन को अच्छा बनाए। जनजीवन का अर्थ है उसमें नेचर भी आता है, प्रकृति आता है, जल, जंगल, जमीन, जानवर, जलवायु, इन सब की चिंता जो भी करता है वही वर्ल्ड लीडर बनता है। और इस क्षमता सिर्फ भारत देश में है, क्योंकि हम लोग टुकड़े टुकड़े में किसी भी चीज़ का नहीं सोचते, हम लोग कलेक्टिव एफर्ट्स के साथ सोचते हैं। हम सब लोग लीडर बने, लीडर एक पॉजिटिव सेंस में बने, जहाँ अभाव है, जहाँ पे लोगों के पास चीज़ें नहीं। जैसे सर ने, आपको पता है उनकी माता जी नीलिमा जी, उन्हीं की कृपा है, बिना माँ का आशीर्वाद का बच्चों को कुछ नहीं मिलता। उन्होंने बचपन में गरीबी देखा तो चाहे तो वे भी आराम से अपना पैसा कमाकर अमीरों की जैसा जिंदगी जी सकते थे, लेकिन उन्होंने बचपन में महसूस किया, वो संवेदनाएं उनके अंदर थी, इसीलिए वे आज वर्ल्ड लीडर के रूप में वो स्थापित हो रहे हैं। ऐसे महान व्यक्तित्व से आप सब प्रेरणा पाकर इस यूनिवर्सिटी का नाम भगवान की दया से, जब मैं यहाँ आ रही थी, लोग हमें कहते, किट जा रहे हो, कलिंगा यूनिवर्सिटी जा रहे हो? अरे बहुत बड़ा यूनिवर्सिटी है, बहुत बड़ा कैंपस है बोले, लेकिन यहाँ आने के बाद ये ना एजुकेशन हब है, ना एजुकेशन कैंपस है, ये एजुकेशन का समुंदर है। इस समुंदर के लिए एक पैशन है आपके समंता सर के अंदर। उन्होंने के को अपना लाइफस्टाइल बना लिया। के उन्हें पसंद है, क्योंकि के उन्हीं को पसंद आता है जो हर अभाव को ठीक करने के लिए ओके कहने वाले ही के को पसंद करते हैं। उनके कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी के है, उनके यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के है, उनको सब कुछ जितना भी नाम रखते हैं वो कैसे है। सर से हम लोग यही सीखे, जो भी मुश्किल आ जाए हम लोग आगे बढ़कर लीडरशिप के माध्यम से आगे आकर ओके कहे, समस्या का समाधान बने। बोलिए भारत माता की। बहुत सुंदर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आभार।
मेरा चरण स्पर्श करेंगे, वो उम्र में मुझसे छोटी है, लेकिन मैं मैडम का स्पीच सुनने के बाद उसका चरण स्पर्श करता हूँ। मिट्टी में ऐसे भाषण कोई नहीं दिए थे, सारा वर्ल्ड का छोटा भाई बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नमस्ते। आप अपने दिल से बोले, हाथ से बोले, आज तक इतना दिल से कोई नहीं बोले थे, यह सब लोग आते हैं।
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring and energetic speech. Moving ahead, I would like to request all the dignitaries to kindly release the books, and I also request the authors, if they are there, to kindly accompany us on the stage. The first book is Performance Evaluation of Recommended System Using Collaborative Filtering Technique, authored by Abhay Kumar Sahu and Chitranjan Pradhan, as well as Bhavani Shankar Prasad Mishra. If they are present, kindly come to the stage. Design of hybridized models of digital image processing with the aid of machine learning tools, authored by Patipavan Rath and Pradeep Kumar Malik, sir. Design of hybridized models for digital image processing with the aid of machine learning tools, authored by Patipavan Rath, sir, and Pradeep Kumar Malik, sir. The next book is Social Group Optimization, a New Meta-Heuristic Algorithm, authored by Junali Jasmine Jaina and Suresh Chandra Satpathy. Archival Solution API to upload bulk file and managing the data in cloud storage, authored by Raman Kumar Mishra and Neela Madhav Padhi. If the authors are there, kindly come to the stage. The next book is authored by Honorable Dr. Sucheta Priyabadani, ma'am. The title of the book is Women Influencers of Odisha. Please, ma'am. Up next is Seed to Sampling, the Incubator Way, authored by Dr. Manisha Acharya and Dr. Subranshu Sekhar Acharya. The next book is authored by Dr. Ravi Narayan Subudhi, sir. The title of the book is Chilika to Chicago. Application of Engineering Technology Management for Sustainable Manufacturing Sector, authored by Dr. Kalicharan Rath and Dr. Himani Goyal Sharma. Thank you so much, ma'am and sir, for doing the honors. Up next, I would now like to welcome a multifaceted genius, Professor Manoranjan Parida, sir, Director CSIR, Central Road Research Institute, India, to kindly address the gathering. Please, sir.
Namaskar and good afternoon, everyone. Respected Professor Achyut Samant, Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, founder, KIIT and KIIS, and Honorary Chairperson, World Leadership Academy, Professor Sasmita Samant, Vice Chancellor, KIIT, and President, WLA, Dr. Nandita Pathak, Professor Karmalkar, Director, IIT Bhubaneswar, Dr. V.S. Reddy, Professor Sukumar Misra, Professor Panigrahi, other awardees, faculty, staff of KIIT and KIIS, dear students, those who are in the gallery. It's a matter of immense pleasure for me to receive this particular award today. And I really would like to first congratulate KIIT for jumping 200 ranks, for improving 200 ranks in Times Higher Education, which was announced yesterday, which is a great feat of achievement. Already, my previous speaker has highlighted about the human qualities, the great contribution of Professor Achyut Samant, the visionary, who has contributed a lot towards higher education of underprivileged children in the state of Orissa and also at the national level, global level. I would like to thank CSR, Central Road Research Institute, where I am a director, my parent organization, Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, formerly University of Roorkee, for all the professional opportunities they have provided to me. While receiving the award, I would like to mention special thanks to the institutions where I received education which has shaped my personality, that is University of Roorkee, presently IIT Roorkee, then BSS UT Burla, BJB College Bhubaneswar, Unit 8 High School, Project High School Balimala. Education plays a great role in shaping the personality of anyone, and I do appreciate the contributions of the education which I have received from here. Today, my wife, Dr. Purnima, and my son, Mr. Arnav Vidus, they are in the audience for celebrating and cheering me while I receive this award. So a special thanks to all of them. Now, I'll specifically talk about transport sector. Professor Sasmita Samant tried to explain the 4 cornerstones of this second leadership convention, where we're talking about equity and justice, inclusiveness in diversity, culture of resilience, innovation and disruptions. Since 1990, I have been working in the transport sector, so I am focusing my talk specifically to the transport sector. Today, if you look at in the last 2 decades, we have seen there has been very impressive growth with respect to the transport infrastructure. Today, India has a road network of 6.3 million kilometers of road network, which is second largest next to USA. So in terms of number, in terms of the length, it is second positions at the global level. And this expansion and strengthening of road network took place through the National Highway Development Plan, through Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, the Smart Cities Development Plan. So all these programs have really helped in developing high quality road infrastructure in the country. And to focus on this road infrastructure or transport infrastructure, one of the primary reasons is that it touches the life of people. I would like to, while there are studies which says that transport infrastructure contributes towards the socio-economic development, there are specific examples. I have been involved with the development of 1,700 kilometers of state highways in the state of Bihar That was a project while I was at IIT Roorkee, worked there during the period 2007 to 2013. So in the 6 years period, the complete road network and the bridges in this 1700 kilometers in the state of Bihar have been properly developed. And I'll say what could be the impact. The impact is in terms of at least in the very remote areas of the state, you could see a beauty parlor, you could see a mobile repairing shop. While we started the project in 2007, there was hardly anything. But by the time the project was over, maybe in 2010, then you started like the local activities are coming up. So transport is something, it promotes business, it promotes entrepreneurship, and also has a great potential for reverse migration. Another key impact of transport is the average turnover of the trucks. Average turnover of the trucks before the national highway development took place was 200 kilometers every day. Currently, it is close to 400 kilometers, so which is a significant impact of the transport sector. And the next thing, which is very important with respect to transport infrastructure, presently, we are doing national highways at the rate of more than 30 kilometers every day. So what is important as a specialist in transport infrastructure, I wish that we develop our infrastructure in a rapid way so that the economic development, the social development is also accelerated. So if you have mechanism for streamlining the project management, for streamlining that the projects are done at a faster pace, it's certainly going to touch the lives of million people. I'll talk a little bit about sustainable development. Today, any sector which is coming up must conform to the various aspects of sustainable development. It is economic, it includes economic sustainability, environmental sustainability, and social sustainability. Little bit, since there is a lot of talk on inclusivity, then like we're talking about equity and justice, I thought that let us try to look at the transport sector from a little bit the equity and the justice angle. So the question is that if the benefits of transport sector is it reaching to all sections of the society, including the people, those who are in the low income group, in an equitable way? So that's a question which we need to better understand. So we can try to understand it in the way that suppose I talked about the productivity of the freight industry, productivity of the trucks. So obviously it filters down to different strata of the society. But then it has been found that the people in the low income group, they pay more when it comes percentage of their income. So they are paying more in comparison to people, those who are in high income groups. So that's a bit of concern. Like if you ask the question in a city like Bhubaneswar, what is the average trip length for different people? In fact, there was a slum resettlement, and in every city I can tell you, including Bhubaneswar, 15 to 20% people, they live in slums, which sometimes is designated as unauthorized colonies. So these were the people, those who were relocated. They have to travel longer distances, lesser access to public transport system, lesser access to personalized modes of transport. So there is a great need to consider the transport requirements and also understand the paying capability, the affordability of the people, those who are in these income groups. So in terms of ensuring a equitable and just transport, certain requirements can be thought of. One is the public transport system. While I said that we have reached 6.3 million kilometers of road network, but then there are great possibilities with respect to provision of public transport infrastructure, which is through buses on regional corridors. You have railway system. Then within the cities, today you have different forms of public transport, which includes the buses, which includes the metro systems, depending on the cities. So those kind of public transport is available to different people, and they have a great potential to address the needs of the people, those who are in the lower income bracket. Now, a slightly like specific aspect when we talk about low-income groups, it includes both men and women. Like coming back to the issues of the gender, if both men and women, they have equal access to the transport infrastructure. So there is a need to understand that there are a couple of government schemes of free bicycles to girls. So specifically, those schemes have been very useful in terms of providing access to the girls for education. They can also use for access to health facilities, access to other things. So while all these development are taking place, couple of issues, especially we cannot forget the issues. In fact, when we talk about this, we try to look at the future. What are the present challenges? The bright part is one. In fact, the road safety is a major challenge where we are losing 1.5 lakhs persons every year due to road accidents, and you have 5 lakhs of accidents. And in terms of quantum, the road safety losses are 3% of the GDP, which is a huge number besides the personal losses, besides the burden to the families. So there is a great need, and in fact, the people in the lower income are worst affected because of exposure to the accidents. Now, the road sector has provided typically great opportunities with respect to employment, with respect to participation in the labor markets. Post-pandemic, we have seen Government of India very aggressively promoted most of the road infrastructure development. This year's budget, it is going to be close to 4 lakhs rupees crores only in the road transport infrastructure, which includes also the investment in Prime Minister Gati Shakti program. So it provides great opportunity in terms of employment. So when we talk about that, we have seen specifically for these public-private partnership project, today all the tolls are operated by women employees. So while we are designing these projects, we can think very creatively, and it's possible that it can enhance especially the employment to the women employees. And for these kind of transport infrastructure projects, we can empower people, we can take up skill development exercises so that the participation or their employability, their income generation, those things, they can be really accelerated. Now, if you look at the opportunities for the next 25 years, so 2047, when you are becoming 100 years, what are the opportunities, what are the next thought process? So I talk about 3 prominent programs which are very important with respect to the transport sector development in the next 25 years. First is the Prime Minister's Gati Shakti program, which tries to integrate different modes of transport. Invariably, we see that there has been good growth in the road sector and the rail sector. They operate independently. There are great possibilities of integrating the operations of these modes of transport. So that can be very useful in cutting down the logistic costs from 14% to 8% of the GDP. So that's going to be a great contribution if this particular connectivity program is very, very successfully deployed. The next thing is the electric vehicle. For 2030, electric vehicles, expectations are that 40 to 45% of the two-wheelers are going to be EVs, and 15 to 20% of the cars are going to be EVs, but the developments are relatively slower. So again, coming back to the question of equity and justice, while these developments, they take place, what is the opportunity for people in the lower strata of the society? In fact, in that, definitely with respect to electric vehicles, today you have electric vehicle buses, EV buses. So uses of more and more EV buses as public transport are going to be very useful for this particular section of the society. Then there is a lot of possibility with respect to the digital medium. One of the greatest contribution of KIIT and KIIS, I can tell you, before it came into place, people from Odisha, students from Odisha, they have to travel all parts of the country for doing an academic program. But today, 65,000 students, they need not travel out of the state, and it is going to be definitely manageable in terms of their expenditure, they can control it very well. So now the education system, the next medium is that can you teach people wherever they are? So online education using digital platform. In fact, that can be useful also for skill development. The people, those who are there on site, can they be trained? Can they be trained through digitally? So that holds a great potential by which the skills, the expertise of the labor forces can be really strengthened. And I'm sure that is one of the major revolution which has taken place during COVID. We were not very familiar with online education, but 2020-22, people believed that it's going to work. And as a major innovation and disruption, I see that we can use that as the digital platform as a great opportunity to enhance the user base, to expand the number of people, those who are going to be educated. And there is also great scope in terms of deployment of technologies. Today we see there is a lot of deployment of technology, especially in transport sector, especially when it comes to operation of the tolls, the FASTag operation. Then everybody is familiar with traveler information system. Without Google traveler information system, people are not traveling. Then electronic enforcement. So these are some of the technologies which is going to have an impact on the development of transport infrastructure. The last item is that traditionally we thought transport infrastructure, road infrastructure, they can be developed only within a particular domain, within a particular engineering department. But today, transport sector has outgrown one particular department. It embraces the inputs from mechanical and industrial engineering, from electronics, from computer science. It requires complete inputs across different disciplines of knowledge, across different engineering disciplines, and also the subjects of social science, humanities, management studies. And with that kind of interdisciplinary approach, we can strengthen, we can create a much better and efficient transport system for the future. So with that, I'll close my speech today. And once again, I place my gratitude to World Leadership Academy for this particular award. Odisha matire ये मो पाई सबुठु महत्वपूर्ण अवार्ड अच्छी से KIIT यूनिवर्सिटी को धन्यवाद देवी. As Dr. Pathak was talking about that many languages, my mother tongue is Odia, then Hindi, English and Sanskrit also I have built up. And yes, in the education system, we are expecting the next generation teaching, learning can be through vernacular medium, especially if you are educating people, those who are at the work sites, those who are into actual labor, say, domains. There, the vernacular medium can play a very lead role. So thank you once again, and I wish all the best to KIIT, KIIS, and World Leadership Academy to have a great and brighter future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, I would like to request Professor Manoranjan Parida Sarji to release two journals. The first one is Journal of Decision Making and Leadership. And Kalinga Kruti, Odia journal. I request all the dignitaries to kindly come and inaugurate the journals. Thank you so much. We are really honored to have a compassionate and a great academician, Professor Shripad Kalmarkar, sir, Director IIT Bhubaneswar amongst us. I request sir to kindly address the gathering. Please, sir.
Achyut Samanji, founder of KIIT and KISS and chairperson of World Leadership Academy. Sashmita Samanji, Vice Chancellor. Other dignitaries on the dais and members of the audience. Now, after Nandita Pathak ji spoke from her heart, I really don't know what else remains to be said. But still, I would like to share a few words with you all. First, I think I should start by giving my impressions about Odisha. We are talking about diversity. You might be interested to know that a little bit about me. I had my first 4 standards of education in Bengali medium in Kolkata. Then 1 standard, 5th standard in Hindi medium in Indore. Then I moved to, my family moved to Hyderabad, and that is where I picked up Telugu. I can't read and write Telugu, but I can converse fluently in Telugu. Then I went to Chennai, IIT Madras, as a BTech student in IIT. So that is where I picked up Tamil. And so towards the end of my career, I must say I'm very fortunate to have come to Odisha. I hope I will be able to pick up Odia. Let me tell you 2 things that I observed about Odisha. As soon as I landed on the airport, Bhubaneswar airport, I found these exquisitely beautiful statues. So the first thing about Odisha is that beauty. And I find such statues even other places where I have been. I think that is something very, very pleasing, aesthetics. I visited Konark and I looked at all the various, the theory behind the architectures of the temples. The second thing I found about Odisha is food. Just yesterday I had been to a marriage of one of my housekeeping staff, among the very average level of the society. And, IIT Bhubaneswar is situated among villages. So I was very eager to see how a marriage in an Odia village, how is it? And I was amazed that there were a range of items that were provided, starting from badam, cashew nut, and chena, of course, that is the uniqueness of Odisha, to, pani puri and chaat, and then you had the dinner. So that is another thing I find, food, about Odisha. So those are the 2 comments about Odisha. Now, I thought I will then share a few things about teaching, because I have been given this award for educational leadership. I really don't know what I should say. We talk about experiential learning. When one comes to KIIT, I came here. This is the second time I'm coming here. I have gone round the last time I came. So you can actually experience what is education here. That is what I found. Experience education. That is ranging from knowledge generation to skill development, inclusivity, and wealth generation. There has been a shift in the educational paradigm, as far as I can see, since my BTech days to now. So one component that has got added in last few years is that universities are taking more and more interest not only in knowledge generation or skill development, but also wealth generation. So that is why entrepreneurship and so on. So one of the awards is given to Madam Pal. So those aspects are getting integrated into the education. Now I will speak for about 10 minutes on how teachers can make a difference. I'm going to do this using 5 quotations. The first quotation is the following. I hear, I forget. I see, I remember. Only when I do, I learn. So this is a very important thing every teacher should know and every student should know. I hear, I forget. I see, I remember. But only when I do, I learn. Therefore, a good teacher is one who makes students do things, not only makes students hear or see things. And therefore, the quality of problems you pose to your students and make them solve is one of the important hallmarks of a good teacher. So you want to see, you want to assess a teacher. One of the things you should do is ask the teacher to produce the question papers and assignments that the teacher has posed to the students. The next quotation is by Fred Hoyle, a scientist, a well-known scientist. He says, "It is the nature of humanity to learn from mistakes, not from examples. We learn more and more deeply from mistakes, not from examples." What this means is a good teacher should maintain an atmosphere in the class where students are feel comfortable to commit mistakes and expose their ignorance. So that teacher is a good teacher who can let students expose their ignorance and commit mistakes, because only through learning why we committed mistakes, we learn better and better. The third quotation is by Aurobindo. He says, "Education is not about learning diverse subjects. Education is not about learning diverse subjects. It is about learning diverse ways to the same subject." Now, this is a very profound idea. We like to cover syllabus, but according to Aurobindo, our goal should not be to cover a lot of information. Our goal should be to tell students how we can think in multiple ways about the same thing. For example, one of the things a good teacher should do is give nice examples and analogies. If a person is a maths teacher, instead of teaching 20 theorems, perhaps the teacher should teach 10 theorems and 2 different proofs of the same theorem. So this is the way you can develop higher level thinking in students, critical thinking, creative thinking, and so on. The next quotation is a doha by Kabir. He says, "Nindak niyare rakhiye, angan kuti chhawaye, bin pani sabun bina, nirmal kare subhaye." What this means in English is, have a critic very near you, a person who criticizes you. This is a critic. Have a critic very near you, because he will clean you, he will clean your mind without soap and water. So, a person wants to be a scholar. One of the things, one of the attitudes that the person should have is openness to criticism. This is very important. So, a good teacher should be open to criticism. A person who wants to develop scholarship should be open to criticism. A psychologist has defined openness as follows. So, the definition of openness is willing to receive ideas independent of the level of commitment to a belief. Independent to receive contrary ideas, independent of the level of commitment to a belief. So that is what a scholar should have. Finally, an important finding from the studies on communication skill is that one should not speak for more than 10 to 12 minutes at a stretch. After every 10 to 12 minutes, this is a very important guideline for teacher, one must pause for 3 to 4 minutes. Let students answer some questions or participate in discussions. Or you can simply have some silence. So this is an important thing. People should not speak at a stretch for very long. So about communication skill, I will tell a quotation and then I will stop. How can you say that you have good communication skill? What is the indicator? The quotation says, you can claim to have good communication skill if you can explain your research ideas to your grandmother. You can claim to have good communication skill if you can explain your research ideas to your grandmother. So a teacher should provide clear guidelines to students on how to improve and what should be their goal, target. So I think with those few words, I would like to close. An ideal class should be interactive. It should not be merely one-way speech. I would have liked to take a couple of questions, but I think that presently the setup here may not be permitting that. But thank you so much for giving me this recognition. I really value it a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insights with us. Up next, I would like to request Professor Sudarshan Nanda, sir, Research Chair, KIIT deemed to be University, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you. Most respected Professor Achyutananda Samanta, Honorable Founder KIIT and KIIS, and respected distinguished member of Lok Sabha, our Vice Chancellor of KIIT deemed to be University and the President of World Leadership Academy, Professor Susmita Samanta, respected Director IIT Bhubaneswar, Professor Sripad Karmalkar, Professor Manoranjan Parida, Dr. Nandita Pathak, and Mrs. Manorama Pal, Professor Jang on online, and Professor Patnaik, my colleague. At the outset, I was first of all, I have no words how to express this prestigious award given by World Reader Academy to me. No words to express my thanks and gratitude, but I must confess that it's not my credit. The credit goes to many great personalities. Being a first generation learner from a lower middle class family, from a remote village, my education started from village Chatsali in my maternal grandfather's Baronda, then Balasore Jilla School, Fakirmohan College, Revensa College. So God has probably given me some I don't know, ability to observe and learn something, whatever is possible on my part from others. The credit is starting from my primary teachers, my parents, my maternal grandparents, primary teachers, then all teachers starting from primary up to PhD, supervisor, and all the people who helped me during difficult time of my education and in other matters, all my colleagues and superior authority, starting from NIT Rourkela, when I entered into teaching job, IIT Kharagpur, and most important to mention about Professor Achyutananda Samanta. Professor Madan Mohan Malabha created Banaras Hindu University. Tagore created Shantiniketan. Many great leaders, educationists created many universities. Professor Samanta created KIIT, but is one of the best in the world. But his creation keys is the only one in the world, is the unique. When I was so much shy that I was trying to always avoid, during my MSc, trying to avoid to give a seminar lecture, so much afraid of facing this audience. Facing my teachers, a small audience, teachers and classmates. One day, in a small group, there was a discussion. I wanted to put forth some of my ideas, some of my views before Professor Samanta in the presence of Vice Chancellor and some other senior members. Tea was served. I was going on, talking, and after some time, Professor Samanta said, "Have you finished?" Either yes or no, but tea is getting cold. That I remembered, one of my very senior colleagues from Banaras Hindu University told me that Professor Madan Mohan Malabha, one faculty member could not be selected for the higher post. In the early morning, he went to the residence of the Vice Chancellor in a very bad mood, trying to ask him to express his displeasure that why he has not been promoted. And Pandit Malabha said, "Sit down and first take tea and breakfast, snacks, and then we'll talk." When Professor Samanta told me the tea is getting cold, I remember Professor Malabha's story. It's not a true story, it is a fact, which one of my senior colleagues from BHU told me. So, whatever little bit I have done or I could do is nothing. Whatever is value it has, I got the inspiration, ideas, starting from my parents, maternal grandparents, some other people who helped me, and all my teachers and all my superior authorities. From all the places where I studied, I had the great opportunity to see great teachers and great higher authorities who are very great. Because when I entered into high school at Balasore Jilla School and college in the same campus, one Cambridge qualified principal, a student could very closely see the activities, the sincerity of a college teacher, college principal. So whatever I have learned and whatever I could do, whatever worth it may be, is due to the great personalities, my teachers and superior authorities. And probably some people say that there are many, probably I had an aptitude to listen and learn, and whatever I felt good ideas from each and everybody. This is also the brainchild of World Academy, is also brainchild of Professor Samanta. He is the honorary chairperson. And Professor Sasmita Samanta, the president of this World Leader Academy, the present vice chancellor of KIIT deemed to be university. Before she took over as a vice chancellor, I had also closely observed him. That is a quality, of course, that I had the aptitude to observe and to learn things from people, and whatever I feel good. So I had observed more than 10 years. I have seen her working very closely. But even then, after taking over as a vice chancellor, in the welcome meeting, she said, I have learned something from Professor Nanda. So these are the certain moments which made me sentimental. When I entered into, starting from entering into the campus of Balasore Jilla School and Fakirman College, one and the same campus, till this Revansa College and NIT Raulkala, IIT Kharagpur and KIIT deemed to be university. And getting an opportunity to work, it is a great opportunity which cannot be expressed in words. Work with, under the guidance of, and work very closely with Professor Achyutananda Samanta, Professor Sasmita Samanta, and many other senior people, senior colleagues, my old colleagues also. Some of them are here. And this, whatever has been created by Professor Samanta's brainchild is successful, KIIT is successful, KIIT is successful. This will also become, I pray God, that this World Leader Academy will also become the best academy in the whole world. So I thank again, with all humility, I accept this award, and I thank for posing this on me. I remember one thing which C.V. Raman said. Professor, Director of IIT Bhubaneswari is with us. He was talking about a teacher. When somebody asked G.H. Hardy, what is your greatest discovery? His answer was, Ramanujan is my greatest discovery. So, C.V. Raman once said, Indian brain is not less than any other brain. But what we lack is probably, he told it long, long back, and nowadays are different. It may not be applicable for today, but it was applicable to me at least, that we are not useless, but what we are lacking is probably we are shy. We are not able to present ourselves what we are. We ourselves do not have the confidence that what we are. So if you overcome that, then the whole world is with us. So I have experienced that. I was so much shy that I was not able to face. Today, it is a great honor for me that I stand before such an audience. Thank you all. And with praying God for the World Academy to be one of the best, and with a profound thanks for giving me this award. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views with us. I would now like to request Ms. Manorama Pal, ma'am, indigenous entrepreneur, Maniabandha, Odisha, to kindly share a few words with us. Please, ma'am.
समस्त की नमस्कार। सारा पृथ्वी रे सुनाम तथ्य सुनाम अर्जन करिथिबा KIIT महाविश्वविद्यालय प्रतिभा कथा कर्णधार माननीय पूजनीय श्रीजुक्त अच्युत सामंत सार को मोर नमस्कार करुछि। एही KIIT विश्वविद्यालय कुलपति सस्मिता सामंत मैडम को मोर नमस्कार। समस्त सभ्य सभ्या मानक मोर नमस्कार। गुरुजन मानक प्रणाम। आजिर एही दिनटी मो पाई तथ्य मु बुणा हैंडलूम वस्त्र तैयारी करुच्ची। तेणुक मु धोती साड़ी 3D बड़ फुल धोती लुंगी गामुछा ये सबू 40-42 बुणाकार रखिकी काम जोगाऊँगी। सांगे मिसिकी काम निजे भी करुच्ची। मो स्वामी बर्तमान मरीगले 2001 मसीह मोर गोटे झील 14 मासर होता। तेणुक बर्तमान मो बापघर रही मो भाई सांगे मो भाई मत साहाय्य कर बर्तमान 40-42 परिवार को काम जोगेकी से जिते उत्पादन होची दुआरे ताकू प्रोडक्शन दउची। बर्तमान वर्ल्ड लीडरशिप एकाडेमी प्रदीप सार एवं सहकर्मी टीम मो गाँ माणियाबंध गाँ को जाइथिले। मोर बुणाकार भाई भौणी माँ भौणी की समस्ते देखी उत्पादन देखी प्रस्तुति शाढ़ी लुंगी गामुछा रुमाल सबू से माने बहुत खुशी हेले मो प्रशंसा कले। एबे मु से मत देखी बहुत प्रशंसा कले। से कहले ये गाँव रे जानिके बण मूली फुटी। तेणुक सी आसिले आसिकी प्रदीप सार एवं टीम पूजनीय अच्युत सामंत सार कुलपति KIIT विश्वविद्यालय पूजनीय सस्मिता राणी सामंत मैडम को मो नाम को ग्रामीण शिल्प उद्योगी पुरस्कार पाई मनोनीत करिथिबारु मु तांको समस्त की मो तरफ मो माणियाबंध अंचलर बुणाकार मानक तरफ कृतज्ञता अभिनंदन जनाऊँगी। धन्यवाद जनाऊँगी। समस्त को पुणी थरे प्रणाम संग्रामी अभिनंदन जनाऊँगी करी मोर ये कथा समाप्त करुछि। जय जगन्नाथ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I now have the privilege to welcome Professor Yudong Zhang, Chair Professor of Knowledge Discovery and Machine Learning, School of Computing and Mathematics Sciences, University of Lancaster, East Midlands, UK, to kindly grace the gatherings with his words. Sir is present amongst us in virtual mode. Please, sir.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear my voice? Hello? Can you hear my voice?
Sir, you are not audible properly.
Oh, I'm not audible. So can you hear my voice now? Hello? Hello? Let's.
No, sir, you are not audible properly. Yes, you can start your speech, sir.
Okay. So, can you hear my voice? Yes, you can, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to receive the honorary fellow from the World Leader Academy, WLA, and the Klinger Institute of Industrial Technology, KIIT, deemed to be university. The WLA is a young and famous academy. It has created an indexing database for the review of the leadership activities by experts and helping those thinkers to improve upon them. KIIT, located in Odisha, India, which is one of the best universities in India. And I always remember its motto: knowledge is that which liberates. Particularly, I would like to thank Professor Suresh, Professor Suresh Satapathy, for nominating me. As I know, Professor Satapathy is one of the best Indian experts in the artificial intelligence. He has developed 3 world-famous algorithms: social group optimization, SGO, social evolution and learning optimization, SELO, and past, present, future, PPF. His algorithms make a difference in today's AI community. In the past, I have built close collections with Professor Suresh Satapathy. We worked together for Frontiers of Intelligent Computing, Theory and Application, Victor Conference, and the World Conference on the Smart Trends in System Security and Sustainability, WS4 Conference. I invited Professor Suresh to give academic talks to our department and the University of Leicester, UK. His academic work helped boost research in the United Kingdom and other countries. The friendship with Professor Suresh Satapathy is and will always be a solid support for me. I have followed the works of KIIT's founders, Dr. Samantha, and I am highly impressed with his accomplishments and social services. I shall be delighted to visit this wonderful campus, KISS, one day. Professor Satapathy, during his visit to our campus, presented the KISS and the KIIT and all about its founder. We are truly amazed to know how a young university in its 25 years doing such excellently. Finally, I wish you all the best. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, for your informative address. Now I would like to request Dr. Jyotiranjan Gochayat, sir, to kindly propose the formal vote of thanks. Please, sir.
A very good afternoon to all. Honorable Professor Dr. Achyuta Samanta, sir, a member of Parliament and founder KIIT and KIIS,
esteemed Madam Dr. Nandita Pathak, esteemed Professor Manoranjan Parida sir, esteemed Professor Sripad Karmakar sir, esteemed Madam Manorama Pal, esteemed Professor Nanda sir, and Professor Patnaik sir. It is indeed a pleasure and privilege for me to offer the formal word of thanks on this occasion. So on this second World Leadership Convention, on behalf of World Leadership Academy, KIIT Deemed to be University, and the organizing team of second World Leadership Convention, first and foremost, I would like to extend our sincere and deepest sense of gratitude to our honorable founder, Professor Dr. Achyuta Samanta sir, for his constant, unconditional support, guidance, and inspiration, which provides us the continuous energy to have this kind of events in KIIT throughout the year. Sir, I will ever remain grateful to you, and we thank you for being with us today. I would like to thank our esteemed guests, Madam Dr. Nandita Pathak, Professor Manoranjan Parida sir, Professor Sripad Karmakar sir, Madam Manorama Pal, esteemed Professor Nanda sir, for accepting our nominations, accepting our invitations, and coming here, gracing this occasion with your wise words. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this. Our special thanks goes to Professor Odeng Zhang, Professor Jing Sing Yang, and all other award recipients who are connecting to us to World Leadership Academy through this occasion, and who have agreed to receive the awards. And thank you for all your encouragement for us. Thank you. On this occasion, our deepest sense of gratitude goes to our own Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Sasmita Samant Madam, who is also the President of World Leadership Academy, without whose support and guidance, this event would not have been possible. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this. And our sincere thanks goes to Professor Prashant Patnaik sir, who is Secretary of World Leadership Academy, Professor Pradeep Kumar Mallik sir, who is Director of World Leadership Academy, other dignitaries who are of the dais, my respected faculty colleagues, students, staff, and all others who have attended this program. So thank you all. Thank you very much. So we have organized a lunch for our esteemed guests in banquet hall. So I request to join us with there. And of all the students, I request you to go to the Kunjaban and join us with the lunch. Lunch has been arranged for all the students. All the students, including KIIT students. So everybody, please join us in the Kunjavan for the lunch. Thank you everybody.